Welcome to the 80s Music Channel, where we feature the greatest hits of the greatest decade in music history. I am Roy, your host, and yes, I am a Gen Xer. Since this is the very first video of this channel, let me tell you about the format. As a Gen Xer who lived through this era, I'm not reacting for the first time. I'm reliving the memories of when these videos first came out. This is like a time machine. We are going back to the past, not the future. So if you're Gen X, we're not just watching the videos, we're reliving the 80s, the stories behind the songs, the videos, and all the ridiculous and awesome things we lived through the first time around. Feel free to share your stories in the comments below so we can all relive and remember what life was like in the 80s or when these songs and videos first came out. Now, if you're a millennial or Gen Z, you've heard the music on playlists and TikTok. It's time to hear the music with the knowledge of what was happening, not just in the music world, but what was happening in the world at the time when these videos were made. First up is the very first #1 song of the 80s. In this video, we are featuring Please Don't Go by Casey and the Sunshine Band, a band known for disco classics like Get Down Tonight and Shake Your Booty. Now, during this time, it's late 1979. The discos, the clubs, are emptying out after the disco fever broke, paving the way for new wave, power ballads, and yacht rock or soft rock. By mid-79, Casey even said he was a bit bored with disco. So, Casey wrote Please Don't Go, their very first love ballad. And here it is, the first #1 song of the new decade, Please Don't Go by Casey and the Sunshine Band.
I love you. Babe, I love you so. I want you to know that I'm gonna miss your love the minute you walk out that door. So please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. Please don't go. Don't go. I'm begging you to stay. If you leave, at least in my lifetime, I've had one dream come true. I was blessed to be loved by someone as wonderful as you. So please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. Please don't go. Don't go. I'm begging you to stay. Hey, hey, hey.
We'll take a pause here to tell you a little bit about the song and the video. You might notice in the video that they're big on showing off their chest hair. You see Casey has his shirt unbuttoned all the way down to his belt and his shirt wide open to show off his chest hair. Same thing with the other guy, the guy playing the tambourine. He had his shirt wide open to show off the chest hair. Notice the gold chains too. It must be a 70s thing. I remember Burt Reynolds, big star from the 70s. He's known for showing off his chest hair, and John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. There was this scene where he's in his underwear looking in the mirror, and the camera focuses in on his chest full of hair as he puts on his gold chains. Then there's Tom Selleck from Magnum P.I. in 1980. But I think the 80s put an end to that trend. By the 1990s, we saw Calvin Klein ads with young men without any chest hair. And anyways, the song came out in July '79 and took several months, but it did make it to #1 on January 5, 1980. The video was recorded in the Netherlands for the show called Top Pop. in November of '79, while Casey and the Sunshine Band were in Europe to promote the song. This was recorded live, no lip syncing, and much like many music videos at that time, it was just a straightforward performance video. The band or the artist sings with a microphone in front of a camera with no storyline. Usually they lip sync or mime or pretend to play instruments, but this one, Casey and the band actually performed for this video. A lot of these early '80s videos were live performances from actual shows, real shows, in front of their adoring fans, and you'll see a few of them later on. Remember, this was 1980, before MTV, before those elaborate sets or stages and no cinematic scenes with storylines. Those came later on. There were a few videos that were story driven, but they were very rare. Please Don't Go by Casey and the Sunshine Band. This goes over just as the decade is over, and a new decade is just starting. Now, those of you Gen Xers who didn't like disco, you must have been so relieved it was over because you turn on the radio, you turn on the TV, and it was just disco everywhere. Radio stations changed their format from rock-oriented and adult easy listening to all disco. And it went on for years until the radio airwaves were oversaturated with disco. Then came Disco Demolition Night in July of '79 at Comiskey Park in Chicago, where the White Sox played. There was a promotional stunt that turned into a full-blown riot. Fans yelling, "Disco sucks," blew up disco records in between baseball games. It was a doubleheader, and the White Sox had to forfeit the second game because the baseball field was destroyed. Unplayable. For you Millennials and Gen Zs, to give you an idea of what was happening in the world at the time, imagine it's late December 1979. The world is on edge. Iran had 52 American hostages, and just days before Christmas, the Soviet Union, the evil empire, just invaded Afghanistan. And on top of that, inflation in the US was 14% in '79-'80, even worse in Europe. The recent affordability problems that we had, as bad as it was, it's nothing compared to what we Gen Xers had to go through. As Gen Xers, we were just kids, so we weren't paying the bills, but our parents did, and they had to cut back on spending on non-essentials and stick to necessities. People were just trying to get by and barely stay above water. It was a miserable time. But hey, music is our escape hatch. Eventually, the people got burnt out by disco, just like KC. Ironically, in 1992, there was a group called W, and they did a cover of this ballad. It's a Euro techno dance version of Please Don't Go. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel. Feel free to share this video, and I will see you in the next one.